Welcome to episode 67 of the Healed Crip or the View from My Chair, whatever you want to call it. This is episode 67. I appreciate you being here to no end. I could count on one hand all the times I've said, I'm glad you're here. But probably more than that. I just have one hand that's good. So thanks for being here. I appreciate y'all. Glad you're here. So tonight's drama is related to Normie Ted in disguise, talking about his common reaction to just looking at his legs and seeing if he's able to make a move and how he thinks about that. So we'll get into our drama presently and see. Good afternoon. My name's Ted, and I wanted to talk to you this afternoon about the paralysis that I have and that I'm enjoying. It's not mine. I'll point out. I'm just kind of living with it, and there are times when even though I'm paralyzed from the T6 vertebrae down, which is mid chest. There are times when I look at my legs and I just check them for a little bit to see if I'm making a move or if they're moving on their own. They're bouncing around all the time. So I'd love to get your feedback on if you have your legs bouncing around when you do stuff. Mine bounce around and when I uh, change the orientation of my bed, so my bed goes up or down, my hospital bed goes up or down, and my legs seem to jump around a lot when I do that. So I was wondering if anybody else had that issue, and my watch says time to stand, and I use that as a reminder that I should try to stand. I don't treat it like a bittersweet. Well, you used to be able to stand when it said time to stand. I use it as a reminder that it's really time to stand, and I'm gonna stand again one day. So that's kind of where I'm at. Um, uh, but I wish I had the Healed Crip here to give us his opinion on how he deals with all of this. I've heard he's been in the neighborhood, so I'll maybe I'll flash the Healed Crip gang sign and he'll respond. Um, who knows? We might luck out. So, with more money, we'd have special effects right now. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. I think of like the Shazam show back when we were kids. Okay, hi, this is the Healed Crip, and I saw a Healed Crip sign go up. So I wanted to zoom in and talk about what Ted was saying, and I caught the last of what he was saying. So I hope I don't misconstrue anything. But if I got it right, he sometimes watches his legs to see if they're moving when he's thinking about moving them. Well, of course he should do that. Doggone it, everybody should do that. Doggone it, why wouldn't you? Of course you should. You should expect that you're able to move your legs and walk again. That should be the expectation. You might not you might not have faith for it. I understand that. You might not believe it's going to happen. I get it. That's really tough to do. But the very least you can imagine is that you're going through this paralysis if you're stuck in a chair like he is, I may or may not be. But if you're stuck in a chair like he is, you got to imagine yourself going through that paralysis and not being stuck in it. And no matter what the doctors say, the doctors will say whatever buys them the next boat payment. You know what I mean? There's miracles and wonders that are happening all around us that people can't explain. there's there's just astounding, amazing discoveries all the time. Today's late June of 23, and my wife just told me they brought to life a worm that had been frozen for 46,000 years. Now, how much you want to bet that worm has some sort of chemical that heals cancer or paralysis or who knows what? It's gonna come from out of the blue, and it's gonna be amazing, and it's gonna be swift and take everybody by surprise. That's gonna be so cool. So I'm sitting here waiting, sitting in faith. I was gonna say standing in faith, but that's no. I'm sitting in faith, and I may or may not be able to make this wheelchair fly, but I've been told it can fly, so you'll have to give me some feedback on that. But I appreciate you joining me tonight. I know we're asynchronously broadcasting, so I'm recording on a Friday night, on a beautiful Friday night here in Auburn, Lewiston, Maine, and you're probably watching this from some other place in some other time, except for my wife sitting straight across from me, acting as my producer. There's not a whole lot of people right now, right here, watching this, and I appreciate her audience, no doubt, and we have an international audience tonight, so there, we have somewhat people watching live, and everybody else will be watching asynchronously whenever they get a chance to do it. This will be just a golden nugget in their weekend of video watching. Won't that be exciting for them to just stumble across this nugget of joyfulness? Oh man, I'm looking forward to being a blessing in their lives. And you should too, and I appreciate y'all. Bear, anything else we want to talk about tonight? My producer is codenamed Bear. Rawr. Not that kind of bear. She's more like wow. Wow. That sounds more like a cat. What's a snuggly bear sound like? Yeah, I don't know. I gotta work on my snuggly bear sound. But um, anyway, thanks for hanging out, and I appreciate y'all. And I just want to let you know that if you see someone in a wheelchair just kind of gazing at what's going on around them, they could be reminiscing about stuff. They could be thinking about the future. They could be thinking about what ifs, or coulda, shoulda, woulda. You can't tell, but let them know you love them while you can. Sorry. I get emotional sometimes, as you can tell. My bad. Sorry. You guys have a great night. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and enjoy the sun. But I hope it's not too hot and blistering wherever you are. And whenever you are, I hope you get this loud and clear, and I've tried to make a joyful noise. So, if God can make a donkey talk, He is good for me.